Back to the boo, to the boo, to the boom. Ow. Ride Big Boo's merry-go-round. Where's the jumpy box? Okay, that's right. I'm pretty sure I need to go to this building here. Running around in circles makes some bad guys roll their eyes. I get it. Click to skip dialogue in case of something important. Well, it was mostly just that Boo telling us that the Big Boo was available to fight, basically. But thank you, Maddie. Also banned for posting links in the chat. You're a big boo. You're a baby boo. Damn. Wowder. You know, this floor looks like metal, and I feel like it would be super rusty constantly being in water. Mario, get your tetanus shot. Dang, that Boo sure does have breath that is of fire. Ha! Well, hello again, Big Boo. We've got to stop meeting each other like this. Ow. Stir! Gimme, ha!
Here we go!
I love how Mario's face has a little itch on it. Secret of the Haunted Books. That's right, we didn't read this one yet. You don't stand a ghost of a chance in this house. If you walk out of here, you deserve a ghoul medal. Like gold medal, yeah. The vanish cap is inside the blue box. Mr. I will be surprised since you'll be invisible when you wear it. Even the Big Boo will be fooled. You can walk through secret walls, too. I don't get it. It's okay, I don't get it either. Psst, the Boos are super shy. If you look them in the eyes, they'll fade away. But if you turn your back, they'll reappear. No use trying to hit them when they're fading away. Instead, sneak up behind them and punch. I mean, you can do the sneaky punch, like the stealth takedown, but why would you do that when you can just use your butt? Literally a Boo. Actually, in a Japanese version, Boo's name is Teresa, and even though her name wasn't Teresa, it was actually based on one of the developers' wives, because she was very passive and calm in public, but she would be very loud and demanding and stuff with him at home. Also, even though they're called Boos or Boo Buddies in modern Mario stuff in English, in the original Japanese version, not the original Japanese, I'm sorry, but in the original American release of Super Mario Bros. 3, they were called Boo Diddly. Which is a reference to American sports star from the late 80s and early 90s, Bo Diddley. And I'm sorry, every time I remember that, I just think of the clip of Cell from Dragon Ball Z Abridged being like, ah, yes, this will age well. Dude, do you think they have any manga here? You guys have, Read, motherfucker! $3. I'll read this one. Ow! Okay, fine, I'll read this one. Ow! Okay, fine, I'll read the top one. Damn. Can't think of any other problematic aside from the infamous one. I mean, it's not necessarily problematic, but I would probably be there to check out Stop Hibari again.
Here we go!
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Bonk. Get hosed. Seek the 8 red coins. Since we're going to be seeking them anyway, we'll use this opportunity to go ahead and get the 100 coin star. What are you doing up there, buddy? Let's pull the camera out a little bit. As cute as Mario is, we don't need to be up his nose. In Fahrenheit 451, Celsius 232.8 for international viewers, all manga is problematic. Well, of course, any art that expresses anything except love for Jesus is problematic. Even Judas's love for Jesus. Well, if it happened in the Bible, it's okay. So, like, you know, things like stringing somebody up on a cross and having them die, that's fine because people did it in the Bible. Or Noah being buck naked and drunk on a boat, 100% okay because it was in the Bible. That's the thing. The Bible's actually, like, metal as fuck when you take it out of the context of being, like, some religious text that people grossly misinterpret to manipulate others. Piano-kun. Oi, Piano-kun. Asukete, Piano-kun. Oh, now you don't want to play. I see how it is. It's okay, Piano-kun. I didn't want you to bite me anyway. Taking your coin out. Piano's in a bad mood. Needs a treat. I'll get him some sheet music. Piano Kun's probably pee shy. Look away. Okay, you're right. No, I'm kidding. If your sweetheart's like, you know, going pee and stuff, and then they have a thingy, you have to. It's mandatory for you to go in there with them and like just hunker down and stare at it while they're trying to pee. Ay, I'm your little butterfly. Green, black, and blue make the colors in the sky. Gotta hold it for them. They're shaking too much. Greeting. Hi, LD. How are you doing on this lovely Tuesday afternoon, evening? After an evening. Nevernoon. Me being a cat at my partner, so like, you need me to shake it for you? Finally feeling awake at 8 p.m., the best time to feel awake. I mean, honestly, I feel like I was possessed today because, like, I just cleaned up a bunch of stuff in the house and, like, took out all the trash. Like, not just taking out trash that was laying there, which I usually don't do that. I don't like trash laying around the house. But I mean, like, I actually just emptied the trash cans and took the garbage out and cleaned up a bunch of dishes. Put a bunch of stuff I've been meaning to put away in the drawers and stuff. And I'm like, who am I? Running around your eye. Also, I've been very much enjoying your director posting and everything about your squad, LD. Get those days like once every 3 months or so. I've been getting them more frequently, and I'm not sure what's wrong or right, maybe, with my brain. Okay, I know one of these has an... Okay, that's the one with the red coin. Is that the only one that gets erect with the red coin under it? Nope, nope, there is another one. Okay, if I remember correctly, you should... Ow, motherfucking book! Homie really threw the book at me. Also, there's a rotatey floor right there. My OCs, I must scream. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I do. I need to show you more of my stuff I've been working on. I am very happy that everybody loved Allie so much when I posted that picture of her on Blue Sky. Though LD in particular, I think you would enjoy Marmar, who has like inky black void mana just seeping through her skin and stuff. She's a good cat-like thing. Okay, well, bye, Star. I guess we're leaving it. Collected 100 coins. Mario gains more power from the castle. Want to save? Yeah. That's so funny. I've never gotten the 100 coin star on the rotating thing before. Mario just leaves, like, peace out. Later, bitches. Okay, but now we have to go get back up there and get our red coin star. But yeah, like, the central story thing is, Marmar is technically the daughter of a noble who is a princess by engagement. Not an engagement of her own will, mind you. It's just something that was, like, arranged. And Ali, as you saw in there, is a Kaidian who makes her living by the boast that she can fix literally anything. And she is smart. She's not just saying that to get money. She's very capable. But, so Marmar hires Ali to fix the whole Black Mana thing. And that starts their adventure together. Ooh, hey, let's get more coins for no reason. Oh wait, that's right. The star thing's not over here. It's in the balcony. Would you call that a balcony? A foyer? Foyer? Wait, is this OC lore? It is, in fact, OC lore. For the manga that I've been working on and off, Azure Knight and the Princess of Misery.
Here we go!
Can you see Marmar? I don't have any really good finished illustrations of her because I've been working on, like, I haven't been able to get, like, a base outfit design that I want. Give me just a sec. I have a million billion pictures saved onto my phone. Isn't it a foyer? That's foyer or foyer. It's like a spacious entry, isn't it? Is it? Oh, hey, we're back. Did we leave? Did something happen with the stream? I'm not joking. Did something happen with the stream? You can do it. Okay, a random thing here. Marmar's full name is Marsabella Fontania de la Juliera, but Ali cannot pronounce all that, so Ali just calls her Marmar. Had it cut off for a solid few minutes, probably on my end. Okay, because no one else said anything. And I feel like if the stream just suddenly freaking died, everybody would probably have said something. It's fine for me. Okay. Then I guess 7th was just having an internet issue. It happens to the best of us. Hey, I'm glad you're back. Or it could be a Twitch app issue, a Twitch website issue. Freaking who knows? Twitch is constantly falling apart, so it could have been any end at anywhere. Big Boo's balcony. I'll try the message again. Hopefully it won't trip you up. That's foyer or foyer. It's like a spacious entryway. Can imagine a dubstep remix of this BGM. I'd be surprised if it hasn't been done. Super Mario 64 is one of those games that's like foundational to internet nerd culture. Wait, shit, which star am I doing? Big Boo's balcony. You see, I think the spooky vibes are what drew you here today, LD. You knew I was gonna do the spooky stage sometime. Fuck. Hook yourself. See, there are so many blue coins in this stage. There we go. It can be pronounced like foyer, focus on the foy part, or foyer with focus on the Listen, okay, I'm a cute video game streamer. I'm not a pronouncer. Why'd you go all the way up there? Wow, that wasn't very nice. Okay, grabbing the Hoppy Log. It's fucking windy. You see, I feel like somebody should do a redraw of the It's Fucking Windy meme, but like with Arcanine, because its Japanese name is Windy. Everyone knows it's windy. Okay. See, this is another spot in 64DS where Luigi just breaks the game. It does exist. I'm not. I'm happy and not surprised. Okay, everybody, grab your caffeine-free, sugar-free beverage of choice and take a nice big sippy. I have my water tumbler right here. Been good about water today. I am proud of you, LD. That is amazing. Why was that so loud? Because you need to hydrate. After my lip literally split open, blood dripping down my face the other day, I was like, I'm a bit dehydrated. Dude, during the winter, like, my hands are in hell because I wash them a lot. And my skin is just, like, ashy and splitting open. Because you see, the thing is, and I've mentioned this before, but I am very mixed in the way that all four of my grandparents are different ethnicities. And of course, what did I inherit from the darker skinned side? Did I inherit a luscious tan skin color? Did I inherit beautiful facial features? No. I inherited ashy skin. My skin is not tan or dark or a lovely golden color. It is just ashy. Also, did anybody notice that the doors have like a spooky face on them in the wood grain? Look at that door, it's fucking pissed, bro. Look at that door. You just handed it a sandwich with pickle, even though it knows that it typed no pickle when it was ringing it up on the kiosk. Like, you just handed that motherfucker a Diet Coke when they ordered a regular Coke. Angry-ass plank. See, that's the thing at the end of Ed, Edd, and Eddy when Johnny 2boy4 starts his supervillain arc. This is Plank's edgy redesign. And I do put on lotion. Goodness knows how much lotion I go through. Okay, take 3. Long jump in. There we go. What am I thinking? This is Super Mario 64. There are very few problems that cannot be solved by a long jump. Ooh, a wump. 41 fucking lives. When did that happen? Just need a different brand. I have 3 different brands of lotion. I have like this tattoo goo healing stuff that's really smooth and doesn't leave a residue. I've got freaking Jerkins. I've got, what the fuck you call it? Dove. I have another one that's in a blue bottle. Nivea, that's the one. They do pretty good for like my face and stuff. But it's like specifically my hands, just because I'm washing them so much. Be pricey sometimes. You find it, look for Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I'm gonna write that down real quick. These need. Okay, good. I got 2 of the homies vouching for it now. See, if I make a note in my phone, I never open my notes app unless I need to make another note. So I'll never see it. So I actually have a little freaking thing of post-it notes. And these post-it notes are over 20 years old, but god fucking damn it, do they come in handy. A friend recommended it. It's definitely on the more expensive side, and don't blow through it too fast. Works really well. Terrible dry eczema prone skin. Yeah, I get eczema and stuff really bad too.
Let's go.
Eye to eye in the secret room. I think I know which one this is. Yeah. Because you see, I got both the ashy skin and the eczema prone skin, so it's just like so fucking magical, dude. I mean, the upshot is the ludicrously good immune system. Here we go! Okay, gotta think, be wise, realize the situation, animate your cards with a power combination. Okay. And then we got secret room right here. Big eye, big eye, big eye, big eye. Being mixed is always being thankful for having a good immune system. That is the massive upshot. Ready, steady, give me good luck. 42. It'd be much more better to know what the actual question was. Okay, we have taken out Big Boo's Haunt. I feel like I did that a lot faster than I thought I was going to. My knuckles in particular get super dry. I've been using Big Balm, but it certainly leaves residue. I mean, it is exhausting work protecting that emerald. I'm sorry, Maddie, I know you knew some kind of joke in that vein was coming. I have not played any Sonic games on stream. Because, like, okay, to me, in, like, my personal brain headcanon, my 4 big platformer series, I'm not saying these are the only ones I like, but, like, the big ones are Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, and Castlevania. Actually took me a good 3 seconds to get it, but I do appreciate it. Because, like, as you guys are probably very well aware, RPGs are, like, my major bread and butter genre. And I think I've mentioned this before, but before the advent of Super Mario RPG and Final Fantasy VI and Saga 1 coming into my life, I was a big platformer aficionado. Granted, like, it didn't hurt that almost every game prior to the PlayStation, not every game, but, like, so many major games were platformers. That was kind of the default genre. I feel like every generation kind of has its default genre. Like, it was 2D platformers for the 16-bit era, and then, like, for the 32-bit era, it was kind of either split between 3D platformers or RPGs. Well, post Final Fantasy VII especially. Then, like, the PS2 era also felt kind of split, where it was either, again, RPGs or kind of like, well, I don't know. I think the PS2 era might be the most diverse with defaults, because there were a bunch of genres. Also, hi, Jesus Freak. How are you doing on this lovely Tuesday evening? Let's pull out some random game trivia. Give me just a sec here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Doing all right. How about you? I am doing okay. We are playing some Super Mario 64 on this lovely day. Rummaging around in my game trivia brain. Okay, since I got a lot of people here who weren't like here for some of my earlier streams, I'm gonna do 2 reruns, and then I'll do one that I haven't done before. So for my 2 reruns, the first rerun, the original Wild Arms has been re-released on every single PlayStation. Because the game originally came out for PlayStation 1. It got a remake called Alter Code F that released for PlayStation 2. It was a PS1 classic on PlayStation 3, PSP, and Vita. And it's also a part of the new PlayStation Classics program for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Second rerun, the PlayStation 3 version of Star Ocean: The Last Hope International has a very interesting quirk. You see, the PlayStation 3 can use almost any USB controllers, including a lot of third-party Switch controllers like the ones from PowerA. However, if you are using a controller that is not branded to be specifically a PlayStation 3 controller, note, it doesn't have to be a first-party one, but it has to be branded as a PlayStation 3 controller. But if you're using something that's not made to be a PS3 controller, Star Ocean: The Last Hope International will not respond to any inputs from the left analog stick. It'll still respond to the right stick and all the buttons. And now for my new piece of game trivia that I have not mentioned on stream before. The original retail... Okay, gatekeeping ass game, for real though. Now for my new piece of game trivia I haven't mentioned on stream before. The PlayStation 1 release of Final Fantasy V in the North American Final Fantasy Anthology has a really bizarre bug when played on anything that has 2 bizarre bugs. When played on PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3, and they both involve saving. When you go to save the game, if you're playing it on a PlayStation 2, there will be massive graphical corruption in the menu. The game will remain playable, though. And you can still navigate the menus because it doesn't corrupt any of the text. But it replaces the borders of most of the menus with hiragana. Not anything like that's coherently readable. It's usually just all which is interesting because otherwise there's no Japanese text in that release of Final Fantasy V. And if you save the game on a PlayStation 3, it will usually just crash. However, the Greatest Hits release and the release that's the Greatest Hits release, the European release, and the release that's available digitally on PlayStation 3, Vita, and PSP do not have this problem. It was actually patched out with later releases. I guess that's like a trifecta. You guys get a delicious PlayStation-themed trivia sandwich. Love when a game starts screaming at me in Japanese. Goop. Can I talk to you already? Mother Micaiah has fed us. Now we eat cheese cubes. Yum, 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 yum. Hold on to your hat. If you lose it, you'll be easily injured. If you do lose it, look for it in a course where you lost it. Speaking of lost, the princess is still stuck in the walls somewhere. Please help, Mario. Oh, you know there are secret worlds in the walls as well as the paintings, right? A few FF disc PS1 games got fixed on PlayStation 3 when they got PSN releases. Yeah, which is fantastic, honestly. I do always love when old games actually get patches when they get re-releases. My only memory of the original PlayStation was finding my brother's PS1 after a long time. It was all yellow. I'll give it a good home if you don't want it. No, I love the original PlayStation so much. You guys have no idea. Well, you probably have a pretty good idea considering I've streamed and talked about a lot of PlayStation 1 games. Final Fantasy VIII being one, disc version used to crash a lot. Also, here, I guess you guys get a fun bonus fact since Seventh brought it up. Final Fantasy VIII is a PlayStation 1 game that supports the analog, the DualShock controller. However, the PlayStation 1 version is actually the only version with full analog control. Because all of the modern re-releases for like Final Fantasy VIII Remastered are actually use the 1999 Eidos PC release as a base. And that version has 8-way movement. So the version on Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, modern PC, they all only have 8-way movement. It's not a deal breaker. I mean, it's just a turn-based game, but it's interesting that the PlayStation 1 version is the only version with analog movement. What if I could? I think my nephew sold it for credit. Oh, I'm not that worried about it. I was mostly joking. I already have, like, at least 4 PlayStation 1s, 5 if you count the one that doesn't work. Pretty much busted aside from the power button. Damn. Fuck, drawing cards made me forget to eat food. Guru! Eat a fucking food, baby girl. We're in Hazy Maze Cave. The music in this area is a vibe. Like, it actually has a map. A little "You Are Here" arrow. See, this is cool because it's like a super vibesy remix of the underground theme from Mario Bros. 1. Both ways fraught with danger. Watch your feet. Those who can't do the long jump. Tisk, tisk. I know that's not how you're supposed to pronounce that. Make your way to the right. Right, work elevator, Hazy Maze. Left, black hole, underground lake. Red circle, elevator 2, underground lake. Arrow, you are here. Pretty sure that was correct, yeah. Which part? I apologize, I do be saying shit, and I say a lot of stuff really fast. Work elevator. For those who get off. That's personal. Grab the pole to the left side and slide carefully down. Chris, you're talking about getting off, now I gotta work the pole? Jeez. Well, that's the economy. Sorry, Mario. The tisk tisk. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be like the clicking. Wait, shit, what star are we doing? Swimming beast in the cavern. I woke up in beast mode. Okay, I don't want to go that. That's the stinky room. Danger ahead! Beware the strange cloud. Don't inhale. If you feel faint, run for higher ground and fresh air. Times Square. Circle shelter. Arrow entrance exit. And you know the economy is borked when 90. Very true. When 90s Mario has to work the pole. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Okay, okay. Yeah, Rohei E, I'm sure you're a very long-time fan with your account created 5 minutes ago. Once again, I cut a worthless object. Literally spawned in a few minutes ago. I've always read it as Tisk, never really been able to make the mouth noise anyway. Only one that actually did show me for and was not paying attention. It's all good. Squink? Get squinked. Ow. I couldn't see the sign. Hazy maze, exit, danger, closed, turn back now. If I could turn back time. Dang, it won't even let me crawl up it. Like, comment, and subscribe if you'd be crawled up. I have multiple times, usually by cats. Work elevator. Danger. Read instructions thoroughly. Elevator continues in the direction of the arrow. Activated. Well, that wasn't a lot of instructions. Usually. Yeah. Shit, I think I went the wrong way. Up black hole. The quiet again. Okay, cool. Like this hazy place is a maze of some sort. Large rock. Ow. There we go, that's the droid I was looking for. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. What are you doing over there? Come here. I like how the coins are just surrounding this one box like it's some kind of, like, ritual offering or something. 42 stars, 42 lives. Riding the elevator. Okay, maybe this is just a me thing, but I feel like this one strip of land here would definitely taste like caramel. But I wouldn't want to walk on caramel because it gets stuck in your shoes and like, it wouldn't be super bad. You'd still be able to walk, but it'd be like that kind of like when you try to lift your shoe to walk and it's kind of sticky and it just feels weird. This is Dory. In the Nintendo 64 version, she has goggles. Of course, we need to ask her to put her head down by politely shaking my booty. Yummy, yummy Caramel Road. Kimagure Caramel Road. Damn it, I needed one more coin and we would have been perfect. Oh well. Sailor V.
Here we go!
Oh. Back into the goop.
Let's go!
Honestly, in like my personal internal Mario 64 level tier list in my head, Hazy Maze Cave's honestly pretty close to the bottom. I mean, there aren't any courses in this game that are truly like misery or anything, but like, it's not the one I looked forward to replaying. Hold ZL to crouch and slide down a slope, or press ZL while in the air to pound the ground. If you stop, crouch, and then jump, you'll do a backward somersault. Got that? There's more. Crouch and then jump to do a long jump, or crouch and walk to... never mind. Long jump. Like I said, most Mario 64 problems can be solved with a long jump. Look at this bat! I like the shines on its wings. Of course, as we all know, birds and bats are the most, like, horrifying things to deal with in any kind of platformer. Elevate for 8 red coins. This is the red coin mission. So it probably wouldn't be a bad time to try to get the 100 coin star, but this is not a fun level to get a 100 coin star in, because there are few coins and many dangers. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. Let's just get it. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. See, I remember there being some kind of trick shot to actually get up the emergency exit here, even though you can't crawl up it, but I don't know if I'm getting it confused with something that's like you can only do in the DS version. Because these levels were not re-optimized for Luigi or Yoshi's abilities, that's for sure. It's the Stinky Zone! Montino. You know they're really acting more like Rocky Wrenchers here, but I can forgive that for now. Also, they're infinite. Whack them all you want, they'll keep coming back. Whack, whack, coming back. See, the big issue with the Stinky Zone here is that there's a blue coin button, and I think it's necessary to getting the 100 coin star to get all of them. But it's also a big pain in the keister, because I don't ever remember where it spawns. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die of Stinky! Also, Mario has a slightly way too realistic choking animation if you die in the Stinky Zone, which I think I'm about to do.
Mamma mia!
It's like that and the running out of air underwater death are like
Let's go!
surprisingly horrifying. Rated E for everyone gets traumatized. And unfortunately, you cannot cheese the 100 coin star with the infinite enemy regenerators. It'll only give you coins for the first one. I mean, honestly, to me, the most horrifying, like, Mario death animation, even though it's not as, like, visceral as those, is the antimatter from Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Because just, like, maybe it's just more conceptually terrifying to me, but just having everything that you are unexisted, it just seems like a more horrifying way to die than just like drowning or suffocation. Disintegrated is kind of I don't know, it's just one of those things, like, it's weird because, like, I wasn't even really a kid when I played Galaxy for the first time, but it still kind of fucks me up. I feel a little paw tapping me on the back. Hey, little sprinkle. Okay. I have to get ready for that when I eventually do Grandmaster Galaxy. I actually beat Galaxy 1 for the first time last year. And like, honestly, I still need to do a Luigi playthrough and then get that 121st star. But I have kind of been itching to do a run through of Galaxy 2 because I've never really played that much Galaxy 2 before. Also, my time beating it wasn't my first time ever playing Mario Galaxy. I played probably to like 80 or so stars on my original Wii save file and just like stopped. Though I'm pretty sure that was more for like ADHD and executive dysfunction and depression reasons. My wife's playing through Galaxy 1, she played 2, but not 1. Interesting. Because I know Galaxy 1 is much more somber and atmospheric, where the second one is kind of a little bit more of the typical Mario fun and silliness. I mean, there's plenty of fun and silliness in Galaxy 1 also. I haven't beaten Galaxy 1 before the Switch Collection, and I haven't played 2 at all. That's awesome. I mean, it's awesome that you finally get to play them. Sorry, I have a cat trying to step on me. Thank you, Miss Dory. One's alright, but 2's way more up your alley. I kind of feel that way from what I've played of 2 a little bit. Ooh, hello. Goop in the goop. Goop in the goop. And you're to blame, darling. Now for literally the most metal track in this game. Give me just a sec. Somebody's gotta make biscuits on my lap. It's been like actually suddenly really warm today. It was like 70 degrees for most of the day, so Dot has been playing outside for most of the day. So she hasn't gotten much snuggle time, even though I've been home all day. Beastie time! Welcome to the Metal Cap Switch course. Once you step on the Metal Cap switch, green blocks will become solid. Like, comment, and subscribe to hear green block. Okay. Sorry, like, the stream has ground to a halt because it's kitty petting time. Wanna purr? Purr on the microphone? I don't know if you guys can hear her. said, she's not much of a meower, but she do be purring when it's snuggle time. Usually I only get a meow when her food bowl or water bowl are empty. Also, and I'm sure Rain would love to hear this too, but I've mentioned before that she used to somehow get in the house despite me barricading the gap in the floor that she would get in through. But I have officially removed everything that barricades it, so she can just get inside anytime she wants to now without any struggling. I feel like stray cats meows less than domestic ones since it's something they do specifically for humans. Yes and no, because there's been plenty of camera footage of cats that do meow at each other, but it's usually different kinds of meows. They're kind of a lot more casual and conversational. But I think the thing is, cats in general have a lot of mechanisms to mimic other animals' sounds, especially birds and mice and stuff. So I feel like their whole thing with their meows is basically them doing their best human speech. Which probably is why some cat meows will be like, hello, or, you know, like, the famous cat who growls the whole, you know, like, I am the Millie Billy, like, full-ass sentence. My favorite's still the Ring doorbell footage of the guy delivering a package for Amazon or whatever, and the cat just walks up to him like, hello! And he's like, oh, hey. I'm getting, like, the super bonk nuzzles, where she's like... Worded that a little incorrect. It's not specifically for humans, it's commonly on humans as well as kittens, yeah. Well, it's weird because, like, they baby talk us, and we also kind of baby talk them. So it's just kind of like the universal baby communication. We're babying each other, basically. Some metal cap action. Turn your body into metal with a metal cap. You can walk underwater. Try it. Baby, baby, narrow lane. Metal cap cavern. Right, waterfall. Left, metal cap switch. Well... I learned one thing from the 90s, it's better not to go chasing waterfalls. Stomping on you. Unlike the other cap courses, this also has red coins. Personally, I always really love the metal crystals in this area. It's so funny. She keeps tapping me on the chest to try to make me lean back. A friend of mine in elementary school once said that the walk sound effects Metalcast sounds like someone being hit with a chair. But that's just Aerith in Final Fantasy VII Remake just beating that guy with a chair. You've stepped on the metal cap switch. The metal cap makes Mario invincible. Kitten, I'm trying to stream. New metal caps will pop out of the green blocks you find. Would you like to save Eos? Maybe I should have played a turn-based game because she will not rest until my back is against the back of this chair. And she can sit on my lap. I'm gonna have to find a different place to put the mic. Okay, can you guys hear me okay? Wah. Okay. Battle time! Oh, no, you don't. Okay. My mic is currently on the couch beside my chair on a my DS case from like 2005. There's the 8th one. I get swept away. Here's the thing. If you get swept away in that waterfall, you won't lose a life or have to restart this area. No, if you get swept up in that waterfall, it will throw you all the way out of here, out of the castle, or out of Hazy Maze Cave, out of the castle, into the courtyard again.
Here we go!
Will absolutely prank you with that shit. We have still not elevated for those 8 red coins yet. Ow, oh, ow, 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 kitten, ow. Oh, my titty, ow, that hurts. Why do you always choose the thinnest part of my clothing to biscuit? Okay, get bad. Bye, bye, bad. Also, Seventh, you in particular would be super happy about this. I don't know if you watched the GVG video, but apparently the PlayStation 1 emulator that Hamster's using for console archives is like a good cut above the one that they were using for the PS4 and PS5. Because he did a side-by-side comparison of the Hamster release of Cool Borders with the PlayStation 5 version. Yeah, dude, like, I'm so freaking excited. Because the thing is, the biggest thing to me is that it keeps the crunchy look of the PS1 polygons. It doesn't smooth them out. Because honestly, that was like my least favorite thing about just playing any PlayStation 1 game on PS4 and 5. Like, there's not even an option for crunchy polygons. Because the biggest victims of the polygons being decrunchified like that on the PS4 and PS5 emulators is that any games with pre-rendered backgrounds just do not gel properly with their with the models. Because I mean, obviously it's gonna all look best on a CRT TV because that's what it was made for. But even so, like, just having the polygons be crunchy still makes a pretty big universal difference for blending. Like I said, if they gave you more options, like, I definitely agree with you. Like, I'm glad the games are there. You know, I'm glad I can play Grandia and Wild Arms and stuff on my PS4, PS5. But yeah, it's just like the execution feels like that whoever was setting this up doesn't really understand the appeal of PS1 games or why they're like that. It's like, it gets me even more because Legend of Dragoon is one of the games, and that's like one of the premium polygon on pre-rendered background kind of nostalgia games for a lot of people, besides the obvious Final Fantasies and Resident Evils. I mean, like, PSP games on PlayStation 4 and 5 look great. But weirdly enough, like, PSP games that are intentionally crunchy don't have that problem. They keep their crunch. Same thing with a lot of the PS2 emulation. It's specifically, like, PlayStation 1 games. It's like, I love PSP games on PS4 and 5. I really got to remind myself to actually go buy Blade Dancer, because I've always wanted to play that, and I'm pretty shocked it actually ended up on, like, PS4 and 5. I'm just gonna say PS4 and run with that, because saying 4 and 5 every single time. So I gotta say, like, mentioning the Pragmata demo, Pragmata? I don't remember the official pronunciation, but, you know, mentioning that again, it's one of the first games I've really played, besides Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that made me feel like, oh, this is a next-gen system. Because, like, most other things that I've played on PS5 have just been, like, make it feel like it's the PS4 Pro. Pretty sure you're not supposed to backtrack through this way, but I'm crazy. Well, I mean, just like with the graphical fidelity and the way everything's laid out and everything. Like I said, if you've played a lot more next-gen or current-gen games, I guess, it probably isn't going to be that big of a deal to you. But, you know, I wasn't really super interested in stuff like, my brain just completely flatlined, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't really try the Demon's Souls remake, I didn't play, I cannot fucking think of the name of it. It has a freaking lady in her 40s as the main character, randomly generated third-person shooter, kind of, sort of, has Metroid vibes, but not really. Returnal, yes, that's what it is. I really want to do this 100 coin star, but I'm trying to think of, okay, if I go into this stinky zone again, am I able to get out? Okay, there is one upshot that'll make this a little easier. If you have the metal cap, the stinky zone actually will not drain your health. Shit, okay. We got one shot at this blue coin thing. Gotta make sure I, like, so I don't ever, as many times I've played this game, I never remember where those blue coins freaking go from. Oh, Mario, get out of the stank zone. Interestingly, the game is smart about it. It'll only drain your health if your head is below the zone. So, like, standing here, I'm just fine. Which way do they go? Because I know they lead you into something you can jump to. If I can find the thing that they're trying to lead me to jump to, that should give me the right path. But I don't think it's that. Metal capstone is stinky. Okay. Got us to 80. Can we get to 100 from there? I did miss one at the end. I think I missed one or two. Kick a bat. Honestly, though, my brain is so Pokemon pilled that I see blue bats and I just think of Zubat. Jordy got a Zubat, you know that's a blue bat, you know she's got the best in town. Fun quotation marks fact. It is 100% possible to get the 100 coin star while climbing this, and it has happened to me before. And you may be asking, how do you get the star if it spawns above you while you're climbing on this grating? You don't. You just don't. That's the neat part. You don't. The little grate climbing thing here in Mario 64 is one of my favorite little... Not one of my favorite things in the whole game, but just like a little mechanic that I very much enjoy. Okay, I don't want to get that star yet. So close. Okay. Boy, if I land in the hole, I'm going to be so mad at myself. Okay, let's just do it from here. Bless you. Dot sneezed in the background, I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys actually heard it. Fucking homing boulders. Damn it, I went back to the Lapras place. And this cave's just full of Pokemon. You guys can't see it, but I am contorting my face in consternation right now. Please clearly envision consternation in your mind. I do not need to backtrack through the boulder zone. Those boulders do not have boulders. Envisioning in progress. Oh wait, that's right, I can just... A calm dunk in the water to restore yourself to health. Boulder falls directly on your face? Don't worry, just go for a swim. Okay, I am gonna have to turn around and go the other way because I'm gonna need to get to the fucking red coins. The actual red coin star that I'm supposed to be doing. The red coin star. The star you're collecting coins for. That red coin star. Actually, you know, crazy thing, I did not watch Emperor's New Groove for the first time until 2024. Why would you do that? No, 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 no. I get it. Still haven't seen it. Okay, let's watch it. I'm gonna do the smartest thing I could possibly do on stream. Let's watch a Disney movie unedited with nothing in the background. Yeah, where are the Flumpers? You know, the squinkly guys? Upload that VOD onto YouTube. Of course. You know, it still gets me with YouTube's copyright shit that, like, someone like Totally Not Mark, who's doing a review which is a very clearly a transformative work on something, will get, like, 1 million copyright strikes from Toei, but then some randos got fucking Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods full movie, you know, 4K HD or whatever, just fully uploaded, and it's fine. It's been there for 11 years. You know, this is completely random, kind of thinking about that, but I do wonder if Nintendo's, like, horrendous YouTube policies in the Wii U era kind of partially contributed to the Wii U just not doing well. Because, like, that was, like, the peak era of when video games started, like, awareness of a game could be dependent on if somebody did a cool stream or Let's Play of it. Okay, so this is going well. Also, don't worry with the arrow lift up there. It'll disappear after a couple seconds and respawn at its initial location if you fall off. You see, the problem... Oh, it really is a... Yeah! I wasn't just, like, saying that for the LOLs. Because I was actually looking up a certain specific clip to reference something, and I didn't feel like, you know, taking my Blu-ray and putting it in the PS3 or whatever at the time. And I think, like, you know, this is years and years ago, so Mom was still alive and she was asleep, and I didn't want to, like, go into the living room and turn everything on. So I'm like, I wonder if they just have this clip on YouTube, maybe on the official channel or something. And then it was just the whole movie. And it's funny because I completely forgot the clip I was looking for and just ended up rewatching the movie. Ow, 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 ow. Mario, don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it, Mario. That was actually a real thing. $95. Oh my god, we're so close. These Mr. Eyes are on such obnoxious places I can't run around them. I don't know why I'm trying to get those blue coins. I have 95, and I have 4 more red coins, and each red coin is worth 2, so that means that by getting the last of the red coins, I'll be able to get the 100 coin star. I'm making this too difficult on myself for no reason, because I'm just like that. Oh, wait, I remember now. Right. Alright, looks like you're hitting that pole again, Mario. From the top of the pole, I watch you go down. Wait, from the top of the pole, I watch you go down! You know, it's gotta be like the announcer from Ultimate Marvel 3. It's like one of those like really horny pop songs, but every instance of the word down is replaced with the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 version. Elevator. We are scooting. surprised someone hasn't mashed something like that up yet. It feels prime for the taking. Like I said, if I ever like actually sit down and figure out how to edit music and like, you know, the executive dysfunction wears off long enough for me to do all that, it's over. I'm so sorry. Also, you know, speaking of that, absolutely devastating news is that Flo Rida's Apple Bottom Jeans is not actually called Apple Bottom Jeans. The song is just named Low. Which, like, I still love the song, but it's just like, something about that's just disappointing. I've never broken that cork block before, and I really wanted to do it that time.
Here we go!
We have elevated for the 8 red coins, and we got the 100. There are a few songs out there that are like that. Well, I'm pretty sure when he was writing it, he probably didn't think the Apple Bottom Jeans part was going to be the most famous part of the song. Also, I've sent this to LD before, but I absolutely 100% recommend looking up the mashup Bad Apple Bottom Jeans. It's a little bit of a meme because, you know, Bad Apple goes with everything and all that, but it actually kicks so much ass. It has, like, kind of supplanted the original song for me. Love that. Oh, I always joke that it's like the combination of me and LD's vibes combined into one song, because you have this upbeat but still harrowing Japanese like pop song about, like, you know, the effects of depression on the human psyche, and then you also have the one about like shaking your ass in the club.
Let's go!
Metalhead Mario Can Move. Ooh, I know what this one is. Really should be my ringtone. You see, the thing is, like, that's how I know you had a flip phone at some point in your life. Because nobody who grew up on smartphones even knows what a ringtone is. Everybody's phone is perpetually on silent unless they're over 50. That's not a diss to people over 50, I'm just saying, like, everybody I know's phones, Apple Bottom Jeans toe with the hoe. Once again, Maddie is here being funnier than me in my chat. It was the funniest thing when Rain was doing her Pokemon stream a little while ago, in that, like, you know, Maddie said something that was really freaking funny, and Rain's like, okay, yeah, Mikaya's right, it's just you get in a Twitch chat and you're just hilarious. Don't you remember what I said? I kind of don't remember either, but it was still really, really funny. I do remember it being really funny, actually. Date myself with ringtones, actually use text tones too. Okay, so my first ever flip phone was in 2006. It was a silver Singular flip phone. I still remember it because when you closed it, it had a little mirror thing, like a circle on top, and it had a button that would flash green when it was or a LED that would flash green when it was ringing, and it would flash red when I had a text message that hadn't been answered, or, you know, like a one that I hadn't looked at yet. And I carried that phone for like probably 4 or 5 years. Maybe longer than that. It was a while. But, probably during the Wide Burger Talk. I think so, yeah. But no, I had so much stuff. I had bought official wallpaper, like I had an official Yu-Gi-Oh wallpaper that had like Yugi with his back turned to the camera holding a card. I had a official Pokemon wallpaper that had Plusle and Minun. Open the gates! I had bought like an official wallpaper. I'm trying to think. I think I had a Dragon Ball one that was like Super Saiyan Goku. Because those I think were like 50 cents a piece or something. And I had bought the official Super Mario Brothers, like the normal Super Mario Brothers ground theme as a ringtone. It was available officially. It was like $1. Still use text tone, Ace Attorney evidence sound effect. Is my message tone. That's actually pretty awesome. Ace Attorney does so many good sound effects. You are so right. My first one was a flip phone I got in 2013. Flat cell phones looked like a cryptid at the time. There was a certain swagger to flip phones that has very definitely been lost now that everything is just black rectangle. I mean, like, you know, obviously on the back, like, modern smartphones have different colors, but you're almost always looking at the front. And if it doesn't have something on the screen, it's black rectangle. One of my coworkers, actually does have one of the modern touchscreen flip phones. It's not a newer one, it's a couple years old, but the thing is, he has like this reflective blue case on it, and it makes it look like one of the dark blue, like sapphire colored Game Boy Advance SPs. And I always joke with him that, oh, you got your GBA SP today? Like, he's a good-natured guy. He like laughs at the joke and stuff. Text tone for a long time was Zelda Synchronized. Oh, that's a really good one. Oh, hey, if you want to make your life an absolute hell, if you're in the middle of a playthrough of ZA, make your text tone the shiny sound. Been said thousands upon thousands times, but I want to see... Is that supposed to be tough tech to come back? Or see-through tech? Okay, my bad. I forgot to imagine the hyphen. Yeah, I love see-through tech stuff. Dude, like, the Atomic Purple is very clearly the most iconic Game Boy Color. My main N64 controller I use for actually playing N64 is the Atomic Green one, where you can just see right through it. A lot of off-brand controllers from like 8-Bit Do or 8-Bit Do, and some of the ones from like Power A do actually still have see-through. They have these really cool-looking ones. Like they have a Switch wired Pro controller it's see-through. It's not frosted. It's completely see-through, and on the inside parts, it has like plastic grass with little like actual figures of Pikmin inside the controller staring out at you. So, like, it's one of those things. I think it's getting nostalgic enough to be making a comeback. Not sure I ever owned any, but it looks so neat. Oh, yeah, it's like, the see-through tech is, like, the iconic turn of the millennium style. Like, IMAX, like I said, the Atomic Purple Game Boy Color. Because you remember, like, the GBA also had an Atomic Purple as one of its first, like, launch colors. Because, okay, for whatever reason, like, purple was Nintendo's color in the 2000s. So the GBAs, there was Atomic Purple, white, like they called it Glacier White, and then just like a really dark purple one, which was kind of like GameCube colored. Navigating the toxic maze.
Let's go.
With whether you're asleep, confused, or paralyzed. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. There was no reason to get the metal cap there, I just wanted to. Man, metal cap doesn't make me immune to boulders. It's Boulder Dash. Lucent Hardware is making a comeback of sorts. I mean, I want translucent hardware, and I also want hardware to move away from trying to keep you from repairing it. Because, weirdly enough, one of the biggest criticisms of the Switch 2 Pro controller is the thing seems borderline impossible to get into. Fuck, I went to the wrong place. Why is this hazy maze cave such a maze cave? Zone. Ow. Why did I collect all the coins right there when I'm not doing the 100 coin star? Ow, why would you do that to me? It's not a long jump. Fuck, fuck, well. Damn, I fucking double died.
Mamma mia!
How the hell did I end up with 48 lives? Damn, did I really play the freaking, Did I play the blue Switch Palace level that much? Oh no. Unfortunately, pretty much every Mario game does not save your amount of lives when you turn it off, so... They'll all be gone kaputski whenever we're done playing. Back to the regular starting amounts, which I think is 4. Oh, this is one of those games where 0 counts as a life. Just die 46 times to make it worth it. For all my personal issues with the Switch 1 Pro controller, a good chunk of them solved by just opening up and applying a fix yourself. Yeah. Because, I mean, like, I don't have a Switch 2 yet, but I did play with the Switch 2 Pro controller on the Walmart kiosk demo that they have. And, like, holy shit, that thing feels so amazing in my hands. Low-key buying a Switch 2 just so I can use that Pro controller. Okay, obviously not really, but... Okay, we need to get the Toxic Maze, that's right. Ergonomics and the extra buttons again. I don't know if I'd ever really use the extra buttons, because I have a few of my controllers I got on clearance that have like the things similar to the GR and GL buttons, but I never really think to map them to anything. Granted, most of the games I play are not stick and trigger heavy. They're like spare everyone the D-pad ramps. Like I said, it's worse than the D-pad being bad. The D-pads are roulette. You could get like the best D-pad in the universe, more complete dog water, and you don't know. Literally like the fucking D-pad gotcha. Will you get an SSR? Will you get an Like, honestly, though, it is amazing to me that none of the major companies have a good D-pad right now. I mean, Xbox has never had a good D-pad, but Xbox designs their controllers for games that involve aiming and using the triggers. All places to go on a game-related rant, this is certainly one of the more receptive ones. True. Yeah, we're back up here. So we are back in the mine. Yeah, we're actually gonna get the star this time. And yes, if any of you are going to ask, I have actually gotten the 100 coin star with one of these coins and not been able to access the star and had to do the 100 coins again. Fun times. Damn.
Here we go!
It gets me, though, like, how the PlayStation 5's D-pad is... It's not horrible or anything, but it is very definitely worse than the one from PS4. But it's like, it's even weirder having a mid D-pad from Nintendo, because, like, they invented the damn thing. Oops, I grabbed the wrong star. I got the amazing emergency exit. So if that one wasn't navigating the toxic maze, which one is? Oh well, we got a star, that's all that counts. Seventh spared us the D-pad rant, so you took up the mantle for him. That's actually not the D-pad rant. The D-pad rant he's talking about, he has definitely been on in my chat before. Not hating, it's totally fine. But I'm just saying, like, he has brought it up, which is probably why he didn't go into it again. But the Switch 2 Pro controller... Okay, no, I did do his D-pad rant because it's a complete gotcha. So I guess I did do it after all. Oops. Hee hee. Also, speaking of D-pads, I realized that I somehow managed to play through the entirety of Mega Man 11, aside from like a little bit of the Final Fortress. Well, what the fuck was the point in that? But I played through almost all of Mega Man 11 with the Joy-Cons on the grip somehow. Okay, navigating the Toxic Yowie. These incredibly attractive men are having sex and also not going to a therapist and not talking to each other. Please, guys, just talk to each other. Flying the flag in my steed. Well, when it comes to yapping about video games, I can't be stopped. Dude, I did it all 48s. Let's fucking go. Shit, now I can't collect any more coins. Where am I going in space? That's not the right way. That's just gonna spit me right back out. Where am I going in space? I cannot find where I'm supposed to get this start from. Was it? I don't remember. Whack-a-mole. Ow! Mole yourself. It'd be nice to go to therapy and talk to one another, but it wouldn't be that toxic of a yaoi, would it? Non-toxic yaoi. It's like Crayola markers. Okay, wait. There's another... Okay, wait, where's this go? Is the stink zone coming out of the store? Oh, wait a minute. I think I remember now. My ass is on fire! But, like, not for fun reasons. Hey, yo.
Here we go!
Yo, I got the 49 and 49. One of my favorite silly little facts is that in modern games, Mario almost never uses the peace sign because Shigeru Miyamoto doesn't particularly like it for Mario.
Let's go!
Which may seem weird and random, but in Japanese culture, like, the peace sign's kind of considered something that, like, kids do or something like that a lot. You know, it's considered a very youthful thing, and Miyamoto thinks of Mario as somebody who can be cute and whimsical, but is predominantly someone who is cool. And you may think Miyamoto's just being petty about it in Mario's kid stage, but no. Here's the thing, though. We can look at that from our perspective as Mario is a multicultural icon who's known all over the world. But to Miyamoto, that's his baby. That's his OC. And you know, if he says Mario's cool, then yeah, we're all with that. But honestly, like, Mario has shown in a lot of things that he can be very cool. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for that. I think that takes me back up. Okay. Trying to remember, because I know where I need to go, but I don't remember. I definitely went the wrong way. Did I? Yes. Okay, back up we go. Riding on the elevator. Okay. We are now where we need to go. Having rolling rocks on the rolling rocker. See, it's funny, this star is so simple, and you could really get it any time. It spawns in all of the different mission types, no matter which one you select. But there are so many people, and I'm pretty sure I was among them as well, who when this game first came out, it just says, "Watch for Rolling Rocks" is the name of this star. And so many people, like, just could not find it. Because the hint is so vague, and a lot of people wouldn't even think to look up here. But I guess that's one of those things when you start to learn, like, the language of Mario 64's layout, is you just start looking and wall jumping everywhere. Gravity Star! Gamers don't look up. Like, you joke, but real. Found it accidentally because I love wall jumping everywhere. Because, see, that's the kind of thing I think that the game design wants you to do, though. Because it's amazing how many things people get stuck on in games, where it's just because they don't want to be curious or explore. You've recovered 50 power stars. You can now open the star door on the 3rd floor. Bowser's there, you know. Oh, you found all of the cap switches, haven't you? Red, green, and blue? The caps you get from the colored blocks are really helpful. Hurry along, the 3rd floor is just ahead. You know, I never really appreciated the, like, pipe work here. It's supposed to be the texture of this wall. It's one of those things where, like, I've seen it so much in my life, I don't really think about it that much. But honestly, it's really neat, because it, like, you know, we're down in the basement, so of course, like, the pipes and the plumbing would be running down here. Also, it reminds me of a very funny thing I saw on Tumblr. You know, they're talking about, like, the Mario games is like, you know, it's like, if my girlfriend was kidnapped by a giant dragon turtle lizard, I wouldn't be saying Yahoo no matter how fun the jumping was. And then somebody replied to it, if I were a plumber and my client was kidnapped and I was on the clock earning overtime to get them back, I would be saying Yahoo constantly. I feel like this painting was probably one of those random things that was, like, kind of scary to a lot of kids. Like I said, it's not like super duper scary, but I could definitely see it making you, like, unnerved. That, and combined with the music of this place, Lethal Lava Land. Plumbers get money. Oh, they do.
Let's go.
Don't be a pushover. If anyone tries to shove you around, push back. That's actually good life advice. It's one-on-one with a fiery finish for the loser. Okay, that's not good life advice. That's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Running around in circles makes some bad guys roll their eyes. That may seem weird they gave you that hint twice, but you can actually just completely skip Big Boo's haunt. Oh, I ate so much that I feel like I'm pregnant. Gender reveal party soon. Might set a forest on fire. I don't know. Depends on how girly I'm feeling. I don't know, I always interpret gender reveal not as the gender of the baby, but like the moms finally revealing their gender. Besides, I didn't figure it was the food. I figured that, like, you drew your boys having gay sex that was so gay it got you pregnant somehow. It's Lethal Lava Land. If you catch fire or fall into a pool of flames, you'll be hopping mad, but don't lose your cool. You can still control Mario. Just try to keep calm. Feelings on fire, baby. I'm a Quagsire. Wah. Hop on a shiny shell to ride wherever you want. Shred those enemies. Sometimes I am tempted to do Mpreg content. Seahorse. I've seen that happen before. Wild stuff. These are the bullies that in question. I think they show up in New Super Mario Bros., but they don't really show up that much in other games. Granted, New Super Mario Bros. 1 is actually secretly just Super Mario 64 2D, but don't tell anybody, okay? If only transgender reveal party were allowed to set stuff on fire, but the bigots more reason to discriminate. Mario Kart DS. Okay. Okay, I guess I was gonna jokingly say I guess the DS was in love with Mario 64, but Mario 64 did come out before the DS's launch title, so yeah, that makes sense. Also, can we talk about how fucking crazy it actually is compared to how long it takes modern games to come out? Just thinking about the fact that, like, when Super Mario 64 came out, it changed the game industry. It set the standard for how to control a character in 3D space at a time when that was a big question mark. It set the standard for camera control. It set the standard for level and world design. You know, like, this was one of the biggest games of all time when it came out. One of the most important games. And then less than a decade later, it was a launch title for a fucking handheld, and it somehow had more content. That is insane how much the DS stepped up its game. Or, like, just how fast all that went. Because, hell, you're lucky if you get a sequel to a game within 8 years half the time now. Yeah, actually, 64 DS really was, like, a large part of the Mario 64. Yeah, Super Mario 64 with 3 new characters blows my mind. I actually have a whole rant about the DS version, but I probably shouldn't. Ow, my butt! Just kidding. My butt's fine. Easiest red coin star in the game. Yeah, Mario's bussy was that fat that he influenced an entire generation of games. It's true. I mean, have you not noticed? 80s and 90s, everyone was all about skinny women. Post Mario 64, you know, the late 90s and 2000, now we're all about big butts. See? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna get the red coin star. I'm right here.
Here we go!
Here we go! People say, oh, it was Beyonce, Bootylicious, it was this. No, it was Mario. Okay, back to, I completely forgot what star we were doing. I just like Lethal Lava Land. Like Big Butts is actually about Mario. Yeah, I mean, that song came out in... That song came out in 1989. Which, like, Mario 1 was out in 85. Mario Brothers 2 came out in 88, so it was fresh on everybody's mind. You can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. Oh boy, it's volcano eruption o'clock. It's so strange to me remembering nobody wanted their butt to look big. No, it's. I always remember. I don't know what movie it was, but it was a trailer for a movie that had Queen Latifah in it, and the one thing I remember from that trailer was her standing in front of one of her friends with, like, some kind of, like, leggings on, and she turns to her friend's like, does this, you know, turns, like, her back to her friend, is like, does this make my butt look big? And her friend's like, yeah, and she's like, alright, good. this is a lot of tomato soup. Legend. Big bully. Ow, rude. Kicking you in your face. Kicking you in your face. But the question is like in every show, movie. Yeah, like all the time, everywhere. I hate wearing jeans from Uniqlo. They always squish my butt down. Butts do not deserve to be suppressed.
Here we go!
The weird thing, 7th, is I don't even know where that came from. Because, like, pretty much every friend that I've had in my life, with a tiny handful of exceptions, has been, like, a girl or non-binary. Or eventually a girl later. And I have never had a girl with the various different amounts of relationship I had with them, whether friendships, anything else. Never concerned about that.
Let's go!
Like, it wasn't even a thing that they thought about or brought up, and just like, you know, it, like, even with jokes about it, like, I don't care, I'm going to buy groceries. Here, bully the bullies. In case the media being fat-phobic amongst other, well, it's fat, it's like, it's manages to come out like, what, fat-phobic, misogyny. I love the wiggly platforms in this game, because look, it's an M for Mario, and for Mots. It's me, I also start with an M. Every time I care about my butt, it's if the pants misshape my butt. Yeah, like that I understand being concerned about. Jump here, and we jump there. And this mission, like, it's not particularly difficult or strenuous or anything, but it mildly irritates me. Because, well, you'll see in a minute. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Like, you don't need to be fat or skinny. A pants will ruin your ass. The most legendary padding of the century, but those pair of pants will end it. Dude, the fact that I have to wear fucking, like, loose-ass khakis all the time, it's like, I've been trying to tone my booty and no one will ever know. Masking sucks, you guys. Yeah, okay, the reason why this one annoys me is because the first star's fighting the big bully, and the second star you just fight the big bully again after doing a small enemy rush. Heard we're talking about butts. Hi, Gusty. How are you doing on this lovely... I guess it'd be like... Wednesday in the middle of the night? Morning? It's 5 a.m. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, how are you doing today, Gusty? We're playing some Super Mario 64, because we're going for 100% collecting all the stars. With a little DDD emote, that is wonderful. Doing alright playing Sims in a new legacy file. If it's new, how is it a legacy file? People do like great butts, apparently. Yeah, red hot log rolling. Like, comment, and subscribe if you've got a red hot log. Yeah, okay. Thank you, I made it myself. Channel owner for that emote finally relented and let me make it for him. Behold, a giant log that is somehow completely maintaining its integrity and moisture in a land of lava. I'm kidding. If you're one of those people who, like, I get it as jokes, that's fine. But if you're one of those people who, like, sincerely, like, judges the integrity of a video game on things like that, please go outside. Ow, damn, I just burnt my ass to death.
Mamma mia!
Well, back in there. My ass can take it.
Peggle!
Yeah, the downside of the log thing is it is very easy to get trapped under the log and just burn your ass to death. Dying under a huge log, the way most of us want to go. You know, my mom was a pretty big fan of the original Star Trek and Next Generation, and she'd watch, like, reruns and stuff, and fuck, damn it. And I saw it just now. But she would watch reruns of them, and every episode of either of those Star Trek series started with the main character guy, like whether it was Kirk or Picard or whatever, going like Captain's Log, and then starting their whole, you know, whatever, Stardate and all that. And of course, as a kid, I didn't realize that, you know, a log could also refer to like a logbook that keeps track of data and stuff like that, kind of like a diary. So I always thought that they were just like sitting there in their like main captain's quarters talking to just like, you know, a piece of wood cut off of a tree or something. Like they had a companion that they took to space with them. I don't know, like I kind of logicked it out, like, you know, since they're on this like futuristic metal space station, they still want like plants or something to remind them of Earth. So like when they wanted to calm down, they would like go into their cabin and talk to their log. Spin it on his turntable, back to back, gonna skip back, spin it on his turntable, spin it on his turntable.
Here we go!
With a dramatic camera pan. Never know, you might be on the right track. Maybe the writers intended for that. Hot-foot it into the volcano. Okay. This, I think, will be the one where I try to go ahead and get the 100 coins, because we have to go into the volcano anyway. Shell time! With the surfing Koopa shell that I showed you before, we can just surf on lava. Whoop! Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a lava safari with me. Camera, no. Camera, don't do that. Camera, please. Also, since, like I said before, the Switch release is based on the Japanese Shindo Pack Taiyo version, there's actually really subtle little HD rumbles coming through the controller at the same pace that, like, the shell is surfing through the lava. It's a really nice effect. Yeah, realizing now that I knew that shell was over there, I could have just taken that over to the log, but Jesus, like this game's like freaking 20 years old or something, 30 years old. Fuck. Super Mario 64 is 30 years old. Who allowed this? Why did I say that? I did not like saying that. Also, it's really funny to me for Overwatch's 10th anniversary that they just unsequeled the sequel and now it's Overwatch 1 again. Ow, my butt! God fucking damn it. Everything over 30 should explode. You know, they made a turn-based RPG about that.
Hegel.
I was gonna make a joke that relates that game back to Mario 64, but I realized that's a spoiler. I'm sorry I had to spoil it for you this way, guys, but yes, in Expedition 33, you do get to ride on a turtle shell over lava. I'm so sorry. So you go to the pins to fight Bowser. Maddie, you're spoiling the whole game. Oh no, get back there, get the coins, get the coins, get the coins. Burning up my ass when I'm with you. Okay. Holy rockin' time. Stop burning Mario's bussy bum. Don't blame me, blame Bowser. He's the one who put all this fire everywhere. Okay, I guess not if the painting's magically enchanted to be like a lethal lava painting. I guess it just kind of does that on its own. Fuck! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. They're trying to bully me or something. Hey, my money! Ah! And yes, because of that, you can have double instance of the big bully just chilling, maxing and relaxing, all cool. The fucking money fell in the lava! I am going to scarm. God damn it.
Mamma mia.
I remember having this much trouble with the 100 coin star before.
Hegel.
I'm probably just being far too particular about this. I didn't even hit anything. Come on. And the lava in this land sure is lethal. Hey, get out of my face. Kick. Kick. Bro. Why would you do that?
Mamma mia!
Very rude, TBH.
Peggle!
Okay. I mean, hey, at least it's not the invisibility cap course again, right? You know, I just realized that if I keep doing this, I'll just get infinite lives, because I get like 3 1-up mushrooms every time I play through this, and then I only lose 1. But they regenerate when I die. Bro, stop that. Okay. Also, when there's this little Bowser sliding puzzle, it does this by itself. What I do has no control over how it slides or where the panels go, but whenever all the panels line up and make the picture of Bowser, that's what sprays out the 5 coins like that. It'll only do it once, so you can't just stand there over it and get infinite coins and just get the 100 coin star like that. Come on, Mr. I. And we got another hidden teleport to take us to a wing cap. You can fly anywhere you want, and you have the shell. It makes exploring this place a lot easier to have both of those. Of course, unlike the shell, the wing cap will actually regenerate and stuff, so... We're coming back to the volcano in just a minute. Burn my ass one more time for good measure. Here. Whoa, don't you fucking do it! Another Mr. I means another blue coin. You know, I also could have just taken the wing cap over to the log too, Rip. I'm glad I did it the correct way though. Or the, you know, intended way, I guess I should say. Because if it's in the game, it's not really the wrong way to do it, but the dev intended method. When I play my games and stuff on stream, I actually do kind of like to show how the game was designed. Instead of just being like, yo, here's 1,000 tricks to make Mario 64 super easy. Because I think there is a lot of value on looking at a game for how the... God fucking damn it! The design was intended. Okay. 76. If I go into the volcano now, I'm actually going to be able to get enough coins to get 100. I kind of don't want to burn my ass again and lose all of what I have. Okay, let's just go into the volcano. I can always redo it if it's not enough. Yeah, we have this cute little volcano course in here. Yes, like many things in Mario 64, it's much bigger on the inside. always stresses me out. The actual regular exploration of the volcano doesn't really stress me out that much, but the upcoming pole jump we're gonna have to do always gets me. Also, I don't know why, since, you know, this music track's also used in an upcoming course. But for some reason, this music track is much more stressful in Lethal Lava Land than it is in the other course it's used in. Also, the texture of the ground that's used for the part that I was on a minute ago, like the upward spiraling path, always looks like it tastes like spicy Doritos to me. Or like maybe a spicy cheese snack mix. Whoop, shit, fuck, shit, no. Oh, no. Fucking damn it, I had 87 coins.
Mamma mia!
Yeah, the thing is, if you die in the volcano and jump back in, it'll actually put you back in the volcano. Which is good if you're just trying to get the one specific star, but not great if you're trying to get the 100 coins. Damn. Yeah, but honestly, I think I could probably do better to get the 100 coins and stuff before jumping in the volcano, so... Well, hello. It's Nips. What you doing, Nips? Wiggly wall. Meet. Bun. Once had a classmate told me Mamma Mia means poop in Italian. Took me years to realize that he meant to say shit, because we are both 11 years old. He had to improvise. He said, I don't think it literally means feces, but, you know, it's more like something you'd say, we're like, ah, shit. Of course, if there are any Ace Attorney fans out there, you know that, Mia can be quite the mommy. Yup. Yes, I thought he was lying, but in reality, it was I who was Boo Boo the Fool. Telling myself I'm a little what. 7th, trust me, if you're ever gonna tell on yourself, you are in the right place, because, like, just leave me and Guru alone together long enough in chat, and you're just like... Trust me, you are in good company. Whether we're simping or ranting about D-pads, you're in good company. I love bumping into walls. I must, because I keep fucking doing it. Getting called out by the streamer is both an honor and something I should be ashamed about. I mean, the thing is, I have the call-out pass because I'm much more debauched and much more insane ranting about video games than just about anybody. So, one of you will say something that would, like, send a normal person to the hospital. You're not wrong. It obviously takes one to know one. Legitimately raised here? Oh, yeah. We all chill here. Gotcha, bitch! No, no, not you again. I'm in a great hurry, can't you see? I have no time to squabble over stars. Here, have it. Never meant to hide it from you. Just that I'm in such a rush, that's it. That's all. Let's be off. Ow, let me go. Sperm bank moment, good times. That's why I wish I had saved my VODs earlier. We get more classic moments like that we could revisit anytime. Another power star. Mario gains more courage from the power of the castle. Save the game. Like I said, I wish I had the VODs and clips on hand, but it was before I knew I could just easily export my Twitch VODs to YouTube for safekeeping. So sadly, it is long gone. Okay, hot footing it into the volcano to still shy about my freak. You know, I'm right there with you. Oh yeah. Okay, go turn around for the 1 point. Motherfuck, shit, fuck, balls, darn it. Fucking, I'm losing all my money. Damn it. So it must be what being a tech investor feels like. Okay, again from the top.
Mamma mia!
Full intentions on hiding my freak, but it felt too safe here. This is a safe zone for freaks. Because, I mean, honestly, people who aren't at least a little bit freaky, I feel like you can't trust. Because if you can't get your freak on at least a tiny little smidge, you know, you don't have that one thing that gets you like, then, like, you're hiding something. But like I said, it doesn't even have to be like a sex thing. If you're ace, you know, your thing that gets you going crazy could be like, you know, a Taco Bell Gordita or Beyblades or something. Oh, right in the eye. Freaky, you say. Don't remember what the sperm bank bit was, but I was here for that too. Okay, now how do I get out of here without burning my ass? If I'm an ace and want to fuck a giant robot, though, 100% valid. And all my my ace NSFW creators who are like, hey bro, listen, I don't actually want to do all that sex stuff, but I really want these two people to do it, or three, or etc. Look, man, it doesn't take a hypersexual person to look at a Beyblade and understand. Beyblade metal fight? Oh yes, yes. I'm back. Are we in freak hour? That's every hour, LD. No, no, no. No, 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 don't you fucking do it. Oh.
Mamma mia!
It's so funny, though, doing this, I am coming out net positive in lives. I have 61 fucking lives. I have legitimately never had this much trouble. Ruh-roh, Raggy, we're in trouble! I've never had this much trouble getting the 100 coin star on Lethal Lava Land before. I don't know what's happening to me. No, wait, I do know what's happening to me. I'm streaming this live to an audience. bully yourself. Wait a minute, did I just unlock a strat? I thought them hitting me would just destroy the shell. Ancient times used to have naked oiled up men fighting. Now we have that also, but Beyblades. See, that's the thing, is like, if they're both bottoms, you get that one scene with the two girls being shy and blushy. If they're both tops, then you just get Beyblade. Also, it was so fucking funny because, like, when Beyblade came out, I was I was too old to be, like, having people playing stuff on the playground or anything, because I was, like, more toward high school when it started to become popular in the US. But I still wanted to check out the anime and stuff, because I would watch anything anime, because neurodivergent. So I grabbed the DVD, and, I was just watching it in my room. And, I was like, oh, hey, what you watching? I don't think I recognize the characters. And I'm like, oh, Beyblade. And my mom's like, should you really be watching that while I'm here? And I'm like, huh? Really confused. And I realized later, asking her about it, I'm like, do you not like Beyblade or something? And Mom's like, oh. What? And I showed her the DVD, and she's like, oh. And I explained to her the premise with the spinning tops and all that. And she's like, oh, I thought it was like Beyblade, like B-A-B-E-L-A-I-D. Like, I have no problem with you watching anything like that, but probably not while I'm here. Though that does remind me of something that's stuck in my head forever. I was looking at anime stuff on Amazon, and this was long ago. And I don't remember why it was in my recommended. I think the thing I was looking up was like, it wasn't hentai or anything like really porny, but it was kind of an ecchi series. And some of my recommendeds were actual hentai. And this has stuck with me forever because this is the only thing I really know about the series that much. But it was a parody of Elfen Lied called Effin' Laid. And that has just stuck with me forever. Remember you talking about this? Open is a bop, though, on Beyblade. That is very true. Love that she was still chill about it, despite what she thought. Yep. My mom is eternally based. Okay. I want the 5 coins out of that thing, but it has literally killed my ass at least twice now. So, I'm not gonna do it. Fuck you, Box. I miss you, Box. Come back. It's funny because I remember bringing it up to, he doesn't go by Shentai Reviews anymore, Daniel Santos on Twitter. Like, gosh, I've been following his work for, shit, almost 15 years now. He's one of the first people I found on YouTube. Like, he does really good stuff, too. He unfortunately doesn't get a chance to post videos often anymore just because life. And he has, like, an actual real job and stuff, too. I'm not saying doing YouTube's not a real job, but I mean, like, it's not his job. He has a regular job. He has really good video game analysis and stuff. But he also fucking hates Elfen Lied. So when I mentioned that to him, he thought it was pretty damn funny. Because the other thing I know about Elfen Lied is it's just mostly like watching gore and bad stuff happen a lot. And I'm like, that doesn't seem like my jam. It's weird because I'm like actually pretty chill about gore stuff in media. Depending on how it's presented. Like Resident Evil never bothers me, for example. Even like some of the hyper-realistic stuff in the newer games doesn't really bother me.
But it also comes back to what I said before, is like, I'm not a huge fan of games, especially where you're like realistic. 69 coins, nice, where you're realistically killing other realistic humans. Did I do the red coin area yet? I think I did. No. Okay. I've done and redone all of this so much, I'm starting to forget which things I have and haven't done. Okay, I've not done the red coins. Awesome. Give me the coin. Oh shit, we're up to 90 and we haven't even been into the volcano yet. Hell yeah. For me, it's context. If it's done only for shock value, it's a big... Yeah, that's definitely a big one. With games, you control to an extent how much gore happens. Yeah, like, I'm one of those people who, like, whenever I play any of the Metal Gear games, I generally, like, use the tranq gun for everything. Which unfortunately is not an option in, like, the very first PS1 game. And like I said, I don't have any problems with, like, you know, a lot of RPGs, you'll have a fight with other humans and you may end up, like, canonically them dying, but it's almost always like, you know, they poof or vanish or, you know, something like that. But like you said, context is a big part of it, too. 96. Okay. We live in. Now, see, they just tranked them for a long time. Like, actual historical torture scenes don't disturb me because it's a thing someone had to experience. Like, is it fun to watch? No, but spread it, yeah. Also, like, another context-related thing is, like, it depends on who the main character is and why the things are happening. Because for me, a big element of almost any piece of media, but especially games, for me to actually enjoy it, is if I can vibe with the main character and I like them. Like I said, they don't always have to be like heroic or a good person. Like, I like Disgaea 1, and Laharl is hardly what anybody would call a hero. But he's funny, and the whole world is goofy and funny and shit, so it's like I said, the context kind of carries a lot on that. Honestly, that's kind of part of the reason why there are so many games I cannot fucking stand from the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era, because so many marketing or creative or whatever from somewhere had this weird boner for be as evil as you want to be. Or, you know, just... I mean, I blame Grand Theft Auto 3, honestly. I've had this Simi rant before, and I've definitely had this rant talking to Wit or Maddie about it. But honestly, a lot of problems from the gaming industry that are just now finally starting to go away are because of Grand Theft Auto 3 and trend chasing. Yo, first try, let's fucking go.
Here we go!
Yo, guys, look at our lives. Let's volcano. Six, 7. I am bouncing my hands up right now, you just can't see it. Little sad that I missed 64 lives. Okay, I got 1 star left in Lethal Lava Land, so let's do the last star for Lethal Lava Land, and then we'll call it there. Elevator tour in the volcano. Testicle. Also, my mom, like, kind of read books or watched videos on her phone, listening to me play Mario games in the background a lot. So she had, like, 15 different joke things for his Let's Go. First thing I've ever done in GTA is accidentally punched a cow. Homegirl trying to source her milk directly, man. Shit, my ass. Death for Guru. What's that old saying? Take the bull by the horns, or whatever. Goodbye, everybody. It's time to go. Hop. Gotta give it a hop. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay, work that pole, Mario. Pay off those college loans. Fuck, shit, balls, fuck, hell, shit, damn, I played GTA San Andreas for the most mundane shit. I booted up to drive the bus route. Madonna, we loved here. I am so glad somebody finally recognized that, because that is, like, the most underrated Madonna song. Girl, get it, work it. Super Mario Bussy! Woohoo! Grew up on Madonna, of course I know 4 minutes. Respect. Eep. I think if I ever played GTA, I'd just treat it like a mundane life sim. Well, that's the thing, is like... The games are so open that you can very much do that. But I am very much like, unless it's a game like Mario or something where, oh, I did start singing Bohemian Rhapsody for a moment there. But yeah, like, the thing is, like, I know that a lot of GTA sales are, believe it or not, Maddie, for exactly the reason you're stating. Because a lot of people don't play the story at all, or do any missions. The thing is, I play games a lot of times to experience story. And yeah, I know it may seem a little silly me playing that I love stuff like Mario, which really doesn't have much of a presence of story in the games. But even so, for Mario, I feel like the gameplay and the adventure is kind of the story. But if a game has a story, I want to experience it. I am not working that pole is working me. And like, I know the GTA games are largely supposed to be satire. Particularly, you know, a satire of America's obsession and glorification of street culture, which, like, generally the actual cultural things to come out of a lot of that are wonderful, very cool, and amazing expressions of art by talented people who don't get enough credit or respect that they deserve. But I know the part they're satirizing is, like, the romanticization of, like, you know, gangster shootouts and all that stuff in media. But the thing is, that they fail to understand, is that Americans don't fucking understand satire. Like, a greater part of America's culture specifically takes literally everything at exact face value with no media literacy. And I know it's not an American exclusive thing, but it is very, very present in America. Hey, I understand Goatman just fine. I got 64 lives. Wahoo! It's a me, Mario! I mean, me personally, I've always felt like some of the best satire and best parody can be taken on its own as a work if you don't interpret it that way. But I don't think... I guess one of my big things for both story and gameplay is that Grand Theft Auto isn't actually good at any one thing, per se. It does a lot of things out of like a 6 out of 10 capacity, but there's so much that it has a lot in it. It's like if your Final Fantasy VIIs and Symphony of the Nights and Super Metroids are like a perfectly prepared gourmet dish that has all the flavors amazingly balanced, that like it may not last you the whole day, it may not fill you all the way up, but that flavor, that taste is going to be so fantastic that nothing else can come close, and you wouldn't want it to. Then stuff like GTA is like buying a jumbo box of ramen, of like cheap dried up ramen that you'd find in a store in the US. Like, you're getting a lot of food for the same amount of money, sure. But it's not the same quality of food. Something my mom was surprised by when she moved to America was the lack of reading, even on ad posters. No, I kid you not. Like, whenever I go into my local McDonald's to get like my lunch stuff on my breaks, okay, when you like drive up or walk up to the McDonald's, it has a sign outside that has like a thing for a Big Mac combo meal for $6, which like normally it's like $9 or some shit, which is fucking insane for a hamburger, fries, and a drink. But, you know, it has, ooh, Big Mac combo meal, $6. And on the bottom of the poster, it says, exclusively on the mobile app. Which, like, yeah, that's not false advertising. If you go into the mobile app, there is a coupon where you can get, like, a Big Mac or a 10-piece nugget or whatever combo for $6. As a matter of fact, I use that coupon pretty often to get the 10-piece nuggets. But the thing is, without fail, every single time I'm in there getting my lunch, if there's another person in there ordering at the register, they'll go in and they'll ask the person at the register, like, hey, can I go ahead and get that $6 Big Mac combo? And then the poor beleisured McDonald's employee has to explain to them that order that's only available in the app, and that the sign says exclusively in the app. App's actually handy, but I don't eat McDonald's anywhere near enough to justify downloading it. Well, it's like the immediate restaurant right beside where I work, so... See here, it's not shocking to hear at all as a whole Americans take the path of least resistance every time, particularly when it comes to reading. Yeah, we're kind of like have that ingrained in our head a lot, so... See here, I need you guys' opinion on my Sims legacy file. Current main Sim is looking for a roommate because she can't possibly afford the bills by herself, real, and run her shop, and her current potential roommate came over is a vampire. Should I just accept her as a roommate? It would fit more or less to... You don't need to apologize for lengthy messages in this chat. And also, yeah, hell yeah, of course we're going to have vampire goth girl roommates. Like the Yuri writes itself. So yeah, guys, well, we have... Oh shit, wait. Okay, I know I said after Lethal Lava Land, but let's go over to Jolly Roger Bay and get that last star, so that way we've got the first 7 worlds. So the one in Jolly Roger Bay, you need the metal cap to get it. Inform you that she already has a girlfriend. Okay, well, I'll just write a new, completely unrelated Yuri romance based on this. Still say yes to Vampire Roommate, though. Which that means her girlfriend now has 2 vampire girlfriends. Or, like, she will. She has 2 hands, boom. Okay, we'll get this last star in Jolly Roger Bay, and then we'll call it. I mean, poly is a thing if you want to download a certain mod. Well, yeah, how do you think they make the characters? They have to use polygons, unless it's 2D. First thing she did on Acceptor was judge my shop's decor. Oop, this is not Jolly Roger Bay. Not saying how much I know about this mod, but allow your Sims to be romantic more than one Sim. There we go. That's the fish boat. No, I won't give that one up. I want to keep it at 64. You can now set it to where it triggers jealousy and have in other Sims and have multiple. What triggers jealousy? Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go.
Into the jet stream. Texaco. See, there we go. Metal caps will even appear in older areas. Thing with mods that's so irritating, Sims being angry at each other. Well, you mentioned Sims Legacy, Gusty. Is that like a re-release of the original game? Chit. Is there another metal cap over here? Okay, wait. Because that's the star in the jet stream you need to get. So I'm trying to remember if I need to use the one at the very beginning on the beach up there, if there's another one in this area over here. Heavy mod user, so the recent Sims update scared me. We tap to place all legacy save files basically when you play on a main family generations. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I got you, got that too. I fucking love this music track so much, dude. Holy shit. Mods I play with have been updated. I mean, the Sims community is like pretty fucking enormous, especially on PC, so I would imagine that the mods are very well taken care of. Okay, no, I have to use that metal cap from the beach. God damn it. Metal cap stranding 2 on the beach. Disturbing the beach. Sims 4 is also apparently super easy to mod using the modding community is humongous. Can I actually get the metal cap over here fast enough? I mean, I guess I must be. Oh, there's another one right here. Hell yeah. Lookouts, they did break a lot of save files. Oh, that fucking... I hate when that happens with updates and stuff. Oh yeah, fun fact, if you have the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, there's actually an update to Legacy Collection 2 that fixed a weird bug with Battle Network 4. Wish all games were as open to mods just being out there. It feels like an easy way to keep a game alive and fresh. It really is. I need to make the femboy hooters. Motherfucker, come on. Always be like that, which is why you want to copy your save to another folder just in case. Copy your save folder, yeah. I do remember this one video where there was like a glitch in this PS2 racing game where it would just corrupt your saves sometimes. And the guy doing it like got so upset with the save corruption, he got like the freaking... There's an adapter where you can use PS1 and 2 memory cards for PlayStation 3 and it hooks up to USB. So he like got that adapter and put his memory card in his PC and started fucking studying the save file hex code of the specific game. So he could restore his save file and figure out why it does that. Edit Vampire Lady, because I cannot have a white ginger running around with kilometer dreads. Oh, Killmonger dreads. Weirdly random townie creation is. She's paranoid. Well, yeah, you took away her dreads. 59 stars. We're almost halfway there, guys. Games that have customization, being able to have anything is cool since hairstyles in a lot of games are pretty limited. I need to get some of those adapters. I need to get one too, honestly. Because while my childhood PlayStation 1 memory cards have held up perfectly with no issues at any point, I'd still kind of like to have them backed up just in case. Because it still has like my original playthroughs, like Tactics, FF7, Mega Man 8, Mega Man X4, like all the games I grew up with.
I'm tired.
Me too, Mario. I am also a tire. Our first, I know who Killmonger is, yeah, from Black Panther. It's just, yeah, a lot of people are sick of the thing. No, like I said, the dyslexia, my brain read that as kilometer, so I just imagined her with these dreads hanging off of her head that were like, just going all the way down the street. It's a lot like Tangle the Lemur, but your hair. Like a wedding dress trail. Yes, exactly. Maddie gets it. Also, none of us are going to talk about the fact that Gusty's up at 5 a.m. playing The Sims. Almost 6 a.m. now, I know. I mean, we've all been there in our own way. Fair enough. It happens. You see, I know they probably, have been up all night. But I'm going to choose to believe that Gusty just woke up at 4:48 a.m. after a full and wonderful 8-hour sleep of going to bed too early. Has not had breakfast or gone to the bathroom and just immediately turned around to the computer and booted up The Sims. Unbrushed hair, still in their pajamas. The Sims just catches up with you in the urge to play while you just had enough and you don't play for months. Ideal morning. Now, I know how that goes with stuff where it just consumes you sometimes. It's valid. Trust me. Maddie is not joking. We have all been there in our own way. You are in the right chat, the right place we've all been there to some degree. Not always with The Sims, but we've all been there. Perfect. I love it. How'd that for Stardew TBH? I really want to dig into, fucking... You know, maybe I should stream one of them sometime. The freaking Story of Seasons / Harvest Moon games.
Mamma mia.
You know, they start Persona. Where are you in P4? So I wanted to play Sims for a long time. I think you'd have fun with it, Maddie, the same way you have fun with Tomodachi Life. Love to show you an image of my vampire lady, but if I forgot, I don't have you on my alt account? On Discord? Base game of Sims 4 is free. I played for like a month and I made 2 het couples and eventually both women and both men paired up without me even trying that much. The gay is inevitable. Some save file conflict, so I had to fight Chie/Teddy again. What platform are you playing it on? PC? Like, was it a corruption error or did you just like your save file, like, stuff didn't go how you wanted to, so you redid it? Make sure all the Sim Townies are pretty, because I hate fugly rand. Wow. Freaking Guro Neko with their Sims eugenics. Discord, I'm on hiatus on main, a little detox. I totally understand that. Cloud save issue with Steam. Ah, I gotcha. Also, cool, random, fun thing. Persona 4 Golden on Steam is one of from what I've seen, a rather small handful of Steam games that will recognize and show the proper glyphs for the Switch Pro controller. I mean, you can play most games on Steam with a Switch Pro controller, but it'll show Xbox buttons. Look, man, I play the game to make pretty Sims. I mean, my thing, like, I haven't really played Sims, and it's not something I plan on getting into. But in Animal Crossing New Horizons, one thing I always make a point to do is just let the game flow. Like, whatever villagers show up, I just let them stay. And just kind of let it go with the flow, because, like, I just kind of want to see what the game gives me. I don't know. I think that's a fun way to play it for me personally. Getting Persona 5 Royal this week. Awesome! Are you getting it on Steam also? Because I am a big fan of the Persona series. And I actually got Persona 5 day one for PS4. Like, the special edition that had, like, the duffel bag and everything. The Take Your Heart edition.
Mamma mia.
I actually did get that day one. Request has been sent. Awesome. I'll get it as soon as I end the stream, which it's not going on much longer. I just like yapping. But no, with Persona 5, I have had Persona 5 Vanilla since launch day. I have never bought Royal. I'd like to at some point, but it just like never lines up properly. Because I don't want to get it on PlayStation. Because, oh yeah, I also have the PlayStation 3 version of Vanilla Persona 5, physical. Yes, 5, since copies around 25. I'll likely get it on Steam, since it apparently runs well on Steam Deck. Well, the thing is, like, I really want to get it for Xbox, because Persona being on Xbox is just fucking weird, and I like that. I generally like buying, like, my first playthrough of a game to be on a console it was very much not intended for. I think there's a lot of fun in that. Because I'm really freaking weird. So you may be convinced to give you my login data so you can enjoy a majority of the add-ons, not pay for them. I don't know, since what seen EA's greedy, yeah. Maybe probably fine just with the base game. 90 Mario. If you listen to Mario's little thing, it's talking about spaghetti and ravioli. A lot of this apparently, I'm not 100% sure on this, but a lot of this was apparently improv'd by Charles Martinet. Because Super Mario 64 actually was not his first time voicing the character. He did some Mario voices for trade shows and a few other things as well. It's not even his first time voicing Mario in a video game, technically, because I do believe one of the, it's like a PC mini-game collection with Mario characters, has him voicing both Mario and Luigi. That came out in 1995. Remembered I had Vanilla 5, since Sony gave out a bunch of PS4 games at PS5's launch and claimed them all for some reason. Playing it now is kind of a demo till I get Royal. And claim them all for some reason. You claim them all because, dude, it's a bunch of fucking free games. Why not? Yeah, I really want to get Royal on Xbox or Switch. But I just haven't been able to find a time when I have the money and there's a good price. Thing is, it's only the PS5 version of Royal that ever goes on sale. And I'm like, I don't really want to buy it for PlayStation again. Also, I know Persona's UI is famous, and its UI does look really good with both the Switch and Xbox buttons, but the PC version of Royal has one of the most cursed things of all time, of the UI popping up with keyboard keys, but the keyboard keys aren't circular like their gamepad buttons, they're just like awkward squares just shoved onto the UI, and it looks so gross, and it's so funny. yeah, Mario's fallen asleep, and I probably need to go to bed soon, too, because it is almost midnight for me. Doesn't have button prompts you can change to at all. I mean, it does, but it'll just show, like, if you're using an Xbox controller, it'll show those. If you're using a PlayStation controller, it'll show PlayStation buttons. I'm just saying, like, if you play it with keyboard and mouse, it looks super cursed. Rookie hours. Listen, I have a job I have to go job at tomorrow, unfortunately. Go bed. Ah, gotcha, yeah. Sounds like an excuse. Yeah, I have this terrible habit of paying my bills and buying groceries. I've really got to stop. You guys have... Ooh, look, it's my Switch menu. Whoa. Oh, wait, I should probably save the game. You don't say that on stream. But you guys have a wonderful evening or morning or day, whatever time zone all of you beautiful people are in. Thank you so much for coming by, hanging out with me. I ended up streaming a little longer than I thought I was going to. But good nighty, good morningy, everybody. Bye. 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 Mario's a bussy is a tired. Woohoo!